Oh, NASA. NASA is NASA. It has a serpent tongue in the middle, the vector. Add a T to NASA and see what it stands for. Right now, NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. The term NASA in the Bible, in the Hebrew Bible, NASA, right here, the translation, it means to beguile. It means to deceive. Is this a coincidence in a biblical world that we all live in? And many Christians are trying to tell people that, hey, NASA, NASA, it means to beguile, to deceive. Beguile is what happened to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden with Satan the serpent. God says, please don't eat from the tree in the midst of the garden. Adam and Eve disobeyed God for the first time, and they fell because of it. Satan says, you will have eyes to see, you will be as gods, which is a lie from Satan. NASA, NASA, means to beguile and to deceive. We are going to scroll down and look at just a small selection of the NASA gear, paraphernalia, and whatever is out there, especially with celebrities. Koi Fresco is a new ager that went all zen on us. He had videos before dissing the flat earth, and here he is, a lady dressed up in a NASA astronaut suit. Let's look at some of the NASA gear. Apostle, quote unquote, give me a break, Apostle Brian Meadows is wearing a NASA shirt. We go down. Here's a meditating astronaut out in outer space. It goes back a ways. You can see Kevin Max here wearing an old school suit that sure looks like it could survive the radiation belt, which is the firmament dome. Dane Baptiste. Here's another apostle. Is that the same guy? Apostle Brian Meadows. He's wearing another NASA shirt. Tom McDonald, the woke rapper, wearing a NASA shirt. Adam Savage, the Mythbuster, he totally busted that the Earth is not flat, it's totally a globe, except they faked it when they went up into outer space and they used a fisheye lens to make an imaginary curve when the Earth is flat. Dion J. Watkins, he's a Christian. He's wearing a NASA shirt. Keep scrolling down. More people. Nova Rockefeller, the girlfriend of Tom McDonald, wearing the NASA shirt. Ozzy Osbourne's son, Jack Osbourne, is wearing a NASA shirt. Magician Chris Ramsey, having some magic tricks, wearing a NASA shirt. More NASA gear. More NASA gear. Apostle Brian Meadows, again, with the NASA gear again. Brian Cage is an apostle or some kind of pastor. He's got a NASA shirt on. James Harden, the NBA guy that put 666 over his eye, is wearing a NASA jacket and a NASA hoodie at the same time. Fatboy Slim's ready to go into fake space. Jessica Chastain, she's in a movie that is perpetuating space, right? We went to outer space, right? We landed on the moon, a light in the sky that God made that has no terra firma land to land on. Ghost Main, he's a rapper that throws up all the signs and symbols. What does he wear? A NASA shirt. Brigitte Nelson, she's ready to go into fake space. In India, they're ready to go to fake space with a NASA shirt on. Can you see how much NASA gear there is? Jesus, looks like Jesus. Jesus Vasquez, he's wearing a NASA shirt and he's out in outer space. Scroll down again for more NASA gear, right? Bosco, I'm not sure who this person is. Maybe they're a drag queen, but they're wearing a NASA shirt or NASA gear, and they're an alien from outer space, not a demon or anything. More NASA gear, more NASA gear. Tom DeLonge, he's a Freemason, openly, and he supports NASA. Aliens from outer space is what he's interested in. Aliens or demons. More NASA gear, more fake space, more NASA gear, more NASA gear. NASA, NASA, NASA. KSI, the famous YouTuber, wearing a NASA jacket. More NASA gear. Dion J. Watkins, the Christian, is wearing another NASA shirt. That's like the second or third one he's wearing. Apostle Brian Meadows, for like the 5th time, is dressed up in an outer space suit. He's going into fake space. More NASA gear. Another Christian Dayton there. He's wearing a NASA shirt. DJ Shadow is hanging out with an astronaut. Siegfried Tiber is wearing a NASA shirt. Apostle Brian Meadows. Honestly, is this like the 6th time he's shown up wearing a NASA gear? More NASA gear. More NASA stuff. Fake space and NASA gear. Manny Fresh wearing a NASA shirt. Hey, there's Paul of the Beatles. Paul McCartney, he's famous. He's wearing a NASA jacket or NASA gear. More NASA stuff. Every part of the world totally makes sense. Lovely Bedhead is wearing NASA gear. B. Chase Williams, I think he's part of the Christianity, right? Wearing a NASA shirt. Pharrell Williams, given the peace sign, the Baphomet sign. He's wearing a NASA shirt. More NASA gear, 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 right? This is just ridiculous. MC Magic wearing a NASA shirt. I know he does the Uttara Bodhi Mudra. I've shown him doing that in the past, right? The NASA gear. Cara Delevingne, I'm not sure is a man or a woman, but he, whatever, is wearing a NASA shirt. Moby, he's wearing a NASA shirt because he's way out in fake space. More NASA gear, big NASA shirt there, big NASA emblem. Here's Ozzy Osbourne and his son Jack, dressed up in NASA gear. Orange equals 33 in Gematria. More NASA gear, more NASA gear. Here's a man that dresses like a woman and wears makeup and all this gross stuff. He's wearing a NASA shirt, right? Kid Ink, NASA jacket. Standing outside of NASA, wearing a NASA hat. Astronaut outfit, more NASA gear. Ariana Grande is wearing a NASA suit, right? Perpetuating the lie of outer space. More NASA gear, more NASA gear, more NASA gear, more NASA shirts, more NASA outfits, astronaut outfits. Keeps going, keeps going. This is just a small section of what I've covered, right? More NASA gear. Doja Cat, she's wearing a Doja shirt, and it's the emblem of NASA. Hooray! And there she is again in a NASA jacket way out in fake space. More NASA gear, more NASA gear, more NASA gear. All these people are somewhat famous in some way. They're wearing astronaut suits and NASA shirts. More NASA shirts. More NASA gear. More NASA gear. French Montana the rapper, he's wearing a NASA jacket and a NASA shirt. Doubling up on it, hey? More NASA gear. Anne Hathaway loves abortion and aborting babies and murdering babies. She's wearing a NASA shirt. Totally legit, right? More NASA gear, more NASA gear, more NASA gear. E.T., the extraterrestrial. Aliens are our friends, right? Except they're demons. And this artist, Melendi, he's wearing a NASA outfit. More NASA gear, more NASA gear. This is all different stuff. These are all different photos. All I did was go to my Pinterest page and type in NASA. Ishmael Cruz Cordova, he's wearing a NASA shirt. Hilary Swank visits NASA. More NASA gear, more NASA gear, more. Here's an actual astronaut, Scott Kelly, who does the Uttara Bodhi Mudra and has a twin brother, and he's an astronaut too. More NASA gear, more NASA gear. Will Smith is at the International Space Station. More NASA gear. 666 over the eye, more NASA gear. The Vow of Silence, more NASA gear. NASA shirt here, NASA shirt there, more NASA shirt. Phoebe Bridgers, who loves Satan, is wearing a NASA outfit, more NASA gear. Vadir Derbez is a Chilean actor, I believe, and he's standing in front of the moon with his other astronaut buddies. Richard Branson, a very rich man, is wearing a spacesuit. He's going to space with Virgin Airlines. More NASA gear, more NASA gear, more NASA gear. Buzz Aldrin wearing his Shriners Freemason hat. Nothing to look into there, that's for sure. More NASA gear. Steve Carell on Saturday Night Live wearing a NASA shirt. Clint Eastwood is in fake space, and there he is with NASA behind him. More NASA gear, more NASA gear, more NASA gear. Is this going to stop? Miley Cyrus, a train wreck of a person that really I feel bad for because they were born into the industry, and as a little child acting, she is wearing an astronaut helmet and an astronaut suit, and she's got the Moon Man Award from MTV, right? Masonic television? No, it's music television. There's Buzz with a fake fake shuttle, more NASA stuff. Buzz is throwing 666 in the Eye of Horus because he's a Freemason. NASA hat, NASA gear, more NASA gear. The fake moon landing, more NASA gear. More NASA gear. Ryan Gosling is wearing a NASA jacket. There's Buzz with some medals. I'm sure he's earned them. More NASA gear. The Pope throwing up the devil horns for some reason. More NASA gear. More NASA gear. Simon Helberg, an actor from The Big Bang Theory, which is a satanic theory that is not true in any way or form, he's wearing a NASA suit, the big astronaut helmet. Romeo Estrella, he's meditating and he's wearing an astronaut suit. Elon Musk has SpaceX. Everything's A-okay. It's not 666 or anything. My favorite Canadian, what's his name? Chris Hadfield, has the David Bowie, Satan, like lightning, fell from the sky. Here's the big fake globe that a man in a computer made with copy and paste. Harry Styles, NASA outfit. Well, I think that's enough for today, brothers and sisters. Can you see that the people that deceive us, the Freemasons that throw up all the satanic signs, symbols, and agendas, wear NASA gear, wear astronaut suits, wear NASA hats, promote NASA and space travel and the moon landing and all of this garbage. Please use your discernment and discretion in all things. This is not a real photograph. It is made by a man in a computer with copy and paste in places. You can research this. You probably won't, because that would break your little world, wouldn't it? Brothers and sisters, everyone else, God bless you.